Yo, 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 King Earner Live and Direct. King Earner official page on Instagram for the Honorable Condors Christmas. We have it pound for pound. We have it on sale right now for only $75. Oh my goodness, the gel you're gonna get out of this. But we have bulk, 10 pounds or more, the number drops to an honorable price. Now, I wanna go ahead and I wanna speak on something today. And I know a lot of people here aren't gonna like this one. Brother or sister, because a man could be having his child and taking care of him and got rid of the woman and got her on child support. And we all know that the women a lot of times get the man on child support. Well, brother, don't let that separate you from your child. Don't let nothing that goes on that's in a negative fashion that the other do, whether it's the mother or the father, cause you to get further away from your child distant-wise. When I mean distant, I mean now all of a sudden you don't want to, take them nowhere. Now all of a sudden you don't want to pull up because you feel like that money that you're giving out every month or every week, you like, man, if she taken care of or he taken care of. Nah, that's not how it go. See, what ends up happening is you hurt the child and the child begin to reject you. May reject you both and turn to someone else to get some type of understanding of what real livelihood is, because that's not parenting. See, when you're parenting, you have to get some clarity. Maybe the man messed up for a period of time and wasn't sending anything or doing anything, got caught up with someone else and said, hey, let me lay off, and what we know is dishonor. But we also know the closest get the mostest. So when the closest get the mostest, you as a man or you as a woman, you need to figure out how you make sure that yours get what's just due for him or her. See, a lot of brothers are going to expect me to just sit up here and bash the women. Well, I can't bash the women because there's a small portion that's going to court that really can use the money because you Bill Zums really ain't coughing up a coin. Then it's the other portion, the huge portion, that's just going after every man they have a baby by just for a check. You ain't digging because you ain't peeped that her whole house was Section 8. But she was acting like it the whole time, like she was the owner of that. And because the house looked good, it was in a respectable area, you never knew that it could be a Section 8 in this area. Well, Section 8 is broad now. And if you don't pay attention, you'll get bamboozled. And even at a time, another or now, you'll pay rent for a home that ain't even being a landlord upon. The landlord is DHS. You hear me? The landlord is Section 8, you dumb Philzuck, and you're paying that, but you still got a problem with paying something for your child, that's extra. Because you paying child support, child might ask for something like roadblock, roadblock money or however it come. And you like, no, your mom ain't give you no money? Your mom ain't do this? Mills of a Phil Zucker, that child is asking you as a parent solely for some help. And it's help to have her or him have fun. And you mean to tell me you're that much of a brilzard, you're going to say no? Well, maybe if you was doing the right thing from the jump, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But for the brother who is doing the right thing, don't turn your child away from that fun. That has nothing to do with what the parent is doing, what the mother is doing when it comes down to the courts. Nothing to do with that. So you're going to negate your child, push your child away, and make your child feel like you don't love them all because of an extra dollar that you're sending? Well, guess what? You're being tricked by the government just as bad as the mother is. You're losing everything that has to do with a connection with your child when that mother isn't going to lose nothing. They got to be with a connection with that child. I don't care what she does. She could be the biggest hillzor. She could be the biggest trill zamp in the world. That child's still going to love that mother. But you a father that don't live in that home 24/7. You don't live there, So honestly, to a certain extent, you're a stranger. And when you become a stranger, it's because you allowed it. You don't have to be a stranger because guess what? Your child is at that ample understanding of my father and me can be in contact with one another. And a young man that was like me at home, sitting at a time waiting for his father to pull up. And when you lie and say, I'm going to pull up, you're destroying that child. But yet you're still worried about child support. Every post on social media is, she's robbing me for my money. But you look in the background, you see some other damn kills is. You see? But you worried about money. When you can also go get your child, put the same post up, and say the same thing if that's what you wanted to do. You don't have to put your child in a position where they feel alienated, whereas though it's like, I don't even have a father anymore. Because then a love will come from somewhere else and you'll start to wonder why. Why is my child doing this? Now you don't mind getting antagonized to the parent and going a little bit further. Well, guess what? I'm going to let you know it's a pure dishonor. Make sure you carry it the correct way as a man. A man, we don't walk around carrying it with dishonor. We don't walk around with tilsits or a vagina that bills eat. You hear me? So when we carry it with respect, manners, whatever it is, and we make sure we're gentlemen. We go out with class. Want us to come to child support court, we come down there with the proof of everything we had done. A lot of y'all don't be having y'all proof because y'all really didn't do nothing. Or you was that dilsum from the rip to not even get a receipt because you basing off the love that you and the parents share. And that's where you lose. You got to take your time out and remember that if you're going to do the right thing by this child, do the right thing. Don't give that mother an excuse to go downtown because downtown will rock with her. Because at the end of the day, guess what's up with downtown? They know they don't want the black man in the home. And guess what, black man? You're going to put yourself out of the home and go in every other Section 8 home except for the home that's love and honor there. You got to start understanding. If you don't understand it, you're going to lose control of a good thing. And parents, whether it's mother and daughter, father or daughter, it doesn't matter. Mother and son, father and son, it doesn't matter. If some type of understanding don't happen where you as a man attach yourself to your child, there's going to be a detachment. And when you get old in age, you're going to be on your last leg and that child is going to say, I love you still and maybe I can do this. I'll send you some money. I'll come see you while you're in the old folks' home and just may not show up once or twice. And you're looking forward to them. But now you can go back while you're in there and you may be a little amnesia and senile and you're sitting back like, I don't understand why. But you will start getting glimpses of the times when you left your child stranded and you lied. When you lied to them, you lied to yourself. And when you lie to yourself, you become the biggest ills idiot in the world because you start believing your lies. You know that homie that come around that's talking about his child and what he done? And you start lying saying that you done something for your child and you didn't do a mills of a Phil-sucking thing. You really start, I didn't see these kittens. They believe this shills it. They didn't pay for college educations and shit like that. And they ain't do nothing. They didn't do a damn thing. They didn't help the mother, not even an inch. And the mothers be so thorough. You know, I gotta talk honor here today. I'm talking about the solid mothers that ain't looking to go downtown for no coin. They be so thorough that they still let you run your dishonorable movie. Let you run around and you telling everybody how you just bought the child this, you done that, and you ain't done a Phil-sucking thing. Well, guess what? I honor that type of mother because she's letting you end up walking into where? Belmont Hospital. You're dishonorable privilege. You've been lying to yourself so long that your family members and your friends and the bills that you're laying next to know you're a piece of shills. Every night they go to bed, they try to figure out, how is this crumb of a man sitting here and he's amongst my children all the time, but never want to get his or even reach out to speak out. Like they don't care. They go days, months, nights, weeks, and they don't care. And guess what? You got the other bills that's back there pom-pomming. What kind of hills or is that? You mean to tell me this man is taking care of you and your children? You know he got children and you're not going to go ahead and say, you better or I'll do it myself? I'll go over your head. You billsum. In fact, get your shills in and get out because you're a billsum. And guess what? When you talking like I talk, you give understanding to the people because a lot of people not gonna feel that same pain that a mother feel. And a lot of people ain't gonna feel that same pain that a father feel. But at the end of the day, we gotta start having understanding that money ain't shields it. And y'all know that. Your job will be paying you overly good, but you worried about a couple of dollars they taking out. Yeah, you don't gotta start sending money up there all the time. But if that baby girl or that baby boy hit you and say, Dad, I see these brand new sneakers. He just caught up in the moment and want you to do it specifically. And that's what you need to do. And not worried about the check because it's not about the check. It's about that moment. See, you prills are worried about viral moments. You worried about a moment with a slilzut that really don't care about you. Because you had it made, you was sitting on the kill couch doing everything you wanted to do. Sitting there 24/7, you not bringing nothing to the table. And guess what? A lot of women and men, they'll let that person get away with that shit. Because it's women, you come home, the bills itch, been laying in the bed all day and didn't even fucking clean up nothing. I mean, nothing. Not even her own ill's ass. And you just to come in a happy-go-lucky, I'm going in the house, and you go reels on her. She smells like Shills and Old Spice. You dishonorable Dilzik sucker. Where's the love and honor for what you created through a loss of panel with the Allah's will? Where's the honor in that? You don't have honor in it because guess what? You don't care about the child and you're only worried about the value of the money. Everything else, that's what the conversations and the lies are for. When you keep lying to that young man and telling him you want to pull up or you got him this and he's looking for that, and guess what? You're still a no-show. You're still a no-show. You're going to get it worse than that, though. It's going to be an element that fall upon you, an illness. And you're going to also need that woman. But that woman is going to remember what you done to her. That woman is going to remember how much you used and how much you abused and how much you took will never add up to the value of the time that she spends and gives and the nights of no hunger for her children, bills paid for, heat on, children looking around happy as I don't know what, and you thinking you're wanted. I know she still want me. You lying to the other slilzut. She's tired of it. She knows she don't want you by now. Because the reason why she know that she don't want you, she pops up with a solid guy by the name of King Erna. It's other solid men, names that we can use. I'm just coming with an example of honor. And none of us are perfect within anything that we have done. But guess what? When we start getting an understanding of what's right from wrong and time start going on, we start fixing what we've done wrong. And we may be laying next to that lady with her children and say, you know what, babe? I need my baby to come over for the summer. I need my baby for the winter. And when you get that vibe that this Bill Zitch don't want your child around, you get up and get the filzuck away from her and hers. But you don't really turn it back on the children. You just make sure you keep that distance from her until she has an understanding that we all are a package. Like men take on a package deal. Ladies, y'all got to start understanding that package deal too, because there's a lot of women who don't give a filzuck about that and will never promote it. And that's what makes you trill zifling. And that's what your downfalls are. And you don't understand it. You try to figure out what's going on. It's like somebody doing a lot of things they ain't supposed to do and start seeing their blessings. It's never, ever, 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 ever luck. Your blessings start disappearing. It's never karma. You think it's called karma. It's not called karma. It's called a loss of panel with the Allah sees the wrong you do. And if you don't get on your knees and pray for forgiveness, guess what? And start doing the right thing, you're going to be a loser. So when it comes down to any type of dishonor, never mind the child support, never mind any type of mishaps you have. Always remember, as a man, you drink coffee and never sip tea. King on a life and direct understanding.